principles. And let me tell you, parents out there, you are not doing your children any favors by making life easy for them. In fact, to me, and you might not like to hear this, but I don't care. You're negligent if you make it too easy on your kids. Because long after you're gone, many of your kids are still going to be in therapy, wondering how life hit them in the face and knocked them down over and over again, even though you told them how special they were when they were kids. All right. So this trophy crap for participation just makes me sick. And it was invented by highly educated idiots with no common sense. If you lose a baseball game, you get the message that you must try harder and practice harder if you want to win the next time. And if you lose the next time, you have to keep going and try even harder and on and on. Giving somebody a winner's trophy for just showing up is asinine. You can't get any more asinine as that. You freaking morons that go along with this. I mean, this is a perverse and a stupid idea. Nobody in my hometown that has common sense, that's a small town, would go along with this stupid, idiotic crap that you're doing to kids. Now, I thank my lucky stars as a kid. I was taught from the time I could understand language that I could have anything I wanted in life if I was willing to work for it. Now, one of the best lessons I got from my dad, and there were many, was that when someone tells you you can't do something, it has nothing to do with you. It means they can't do it. And this principle has served me well over many years, and I want to give you a couple examples. I'm going to give you the abbreviated versions of some of my stories, but the first one that comes to mind is when I was in college. And myself and several other guys were renting a house. So the landlord, I still remember his name, I think he's still alive living in Florida, is Frank Biafora. And he would come over to work on the house. And I would say, hey, Frank, I'll help you put those gutters up, but you teach me what you're doing, okay? So this was an old house, so this went on all semester with him coming over, working on stuff, and I helped him. So at the end of the semester, of the school year, he comes over and he says, hey, Tom, I want to talk to you. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, what did we do? What did we do wrong? He said, I have been renting apartments in this town for 25 years to students. He said, not once, ever, has any of the kids offered to help him do any of the work, let alone want to learn anything about the work. He says, I want to retire and go to Florida, and I own a hotel about 20 minutes here in a different town, Fairmont, West Virginia, because I went to Morgantown, West Virginia, to West by God, Virginia University. Okay. He said, not once has anybody ever offered to help me. I own this hotel. I want to retire. I want you to have it. And at the time, of course, I'm a high achiever. I had already owned a couple, small, triplexes and duplexes. And he said, I'll hold the second mortgage. If you can come up with the first mortgage, you'll have a no money down deal. That's what that kind of meant. This was long before no money down was a thing. I'll teach you how to run it, and you can pay me off, pay the mortgage off, and you'll have this new business. And so I said, wow, So here's where persistence comes in. Well, first of all, there's another lesson here of give before you get. I was helping him for free just to learn, and it really impressed this guy that was already a multimillionaire real estate guy. So the persistence came in when I went to try to get the first mortgage. I kept getting shooed away like I'm a little punk kid, just as if I went to one of those weekend seminars and now I want to make no money down deals. And they just treated me like garbage. They said, oh, yeah, you got a couple little houses, but this is a hotel. And they just kept shooing me away.